Ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally come.
Applications for the first ever Big Talk Marvel Rivals tournament is officially live.
This is your opportunity to compete alongside some of your favorite creators in the TikTok community.
To apply, please visit me and Cheevoz's link tree. It will be the first thing that pops up.
Before submitting, make sure you carefully read through all the tournament rules, requirements, and regulations.
Applications do not guarantee entry, all right, guys? Every submission will be reviewed, and only the selected participants will compete.
Once the players are selected, teams will be created through an official live draft, so you do not need to apply with the team.
For anything, please make sure to follow the Union's podcast on all platforms.
And follow both of our individual pages for participant announcements, the live team draft, tournament schedules, and all future updates.
Applications are now open, so please make sure you fill those out before the deadline.
Get your applications in, sharpen your skills, and prepare for the draft.
Because the TikTok community is about to enter a whole new era.
24 creators,
4 teams,
1 champion.
Welcome
to the first
ever TikTok.
Welcome to the first ever TikTok Marvel Rivals tournament.
First sponsor and prizes announced next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Unions podcast. This is episode 15. I'm your host Cheevoz, and I'm joined by my co-host
Steelhead. How you guys doing?
Steel. Thank you so much for joining me again. Listen, I love the fact that I was able to bring you on as a permanent host of the podcast. I needed a little bit of a change, and I needed more, maturity. Somebody who really understood us older people more, and
Yeah, someone that would be the wind under your wings and not, the weight dragging you down.
exactly.
I agree.
That's
I agree.
exactly what I needed. And fresh faces are great. Listen, man, how are you doing this week, brother?
I'm
All right,
good,
Cheevos, are
man.
you ready to start?
What
the fuck? You said the podcast recording is gonna start at 5:45. What is? Hello? I see Steel.
What?
When? What the fuck? What the fuck?
My agent was supposed to send you a message earlier. I don't know what happened.
Are you just fucking replacing me now? Like, is that what we're fucking doing?
Yes. I don't want to sugarcoat it. Yeah, you're fired.
Fuck.
But you know what?
Is it because I did that fucking crypto scam? Is it because I did the crypto scam?
It's because you didn't put me in on it. It's because you didn't put me in on it. Listen,
Bitcoin was gonna go viral, bro.
You're here anyway, so you might as well stick around for the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, welcome back to episode 15. I'm your host, Cheevoz. As always, I'm joined by my co-host.
It's me, Herzzf.
And we are joined by always, as I said, a special guest, Steelhead.
Hey.
This is our first returning guest, which is awesome, dude.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate you joining us, man.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, anytime. Listen, Steelhead, we don't want to sugarcoat it. We're in here because you got clout. No, I'm kidding. We were talking earlier. We first had you on when you were at 8K, and now you're at almost 20K, which is insane. It's insane. So
you wanna slide me 3K, bro?
Yeah, I got you.
Could you imagine you just exchange follower amounts? They're like, hey, can you just 200? Come on. You don't need 200. No one's gonna notice the 0.2 drop, bro. It's okay.
It's 50 cents per follower, but I got you.
50 cents per
follower. Can you share the website you used to buy followers?
Yeah, I mean, DM me after this. I got you.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it so much.
I hope it's the one better than the one that I had.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm trying to pull up the podcast that we had previously with you because there was a couple questions I wanted to go over, but one of the questions that popped up immediately to my mind was, are you feeling more pressured now than when you were at 8K?
In terms of what?
In terms of being like posting more consistently, feeling like you have to post.
I actually feel less pressure now, strangely enough. And I think it's because like my ultimate goal was to hit like I was like, if I could hit 10,000 followers, that would be so awesome. And I didn't think
Right.
that that was gonna happen. So now that I hit 10,000, to me everything else is just kind of gravy. So I feel a lot less pressure to post and to
Right.
make stuff. Like it used to be every night I was like, I gotta make videos. I gotta have something ready for tomorrow. I gotta have multiple videos ready for tomorrow. I would be posting 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a day. Now I only post once a day, and even like last night, I was like, I don't feel like making anything, and I just didn't make anything. And the only reason that I posted a video today was because I made the
Oh,
hold on,
where's this going?
I made the update to my giveaway. It's the
Right.
only reason that I had anything to post today,
No, my
and I didn't
camera's
do that.
off,
Yeah,
but
you just disappeared.
I know. I apologize. I'm trying to pull off a magic trick right now, but in
Okay.
terms of, like you said, it's just gravy. I feel like there's a lot of pressure just heading to that 10K, because I think once you hit that 10K, you're like, all right, that's the number you need to make it
Right.
to people for to take you more serious than you already are, and
Right.
like you said, I think now you have the flow of your content.
Hmm.
So everything's now a lot much easier on you since you know what you're doing now. I feel like it's just like grabbing your phone, setting it up. You already have your workflow set up. And you guys want to know the magic trick?
Got a
No,
bowl of cereal?
that's not
Where'd you get
cereal.
that cereal? That's not milk.
It took me a while, bro. I'm lightheaded. But yeah,
You're
it's
lightheaded?
insane watching you grow, bro. Because when I first encountered your account,
Give me that.
you had 2K. I remember Fizzfigure introduced me to you. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, this guy has good quality content. I said, let me drop this guy a follow. Since the beginning, you've been producing very good content. You have
Thank
that
you.
voice. Everyone
Thank you.
everyone says, I'm pretty sure everyone already compliments you on your voice. You sound like a professional news anchor. To be quite honest with you, you sound
Which
like
is
you know.
weird. It's honestly weird. I've always it's I mean, I don't know. I've always been self-conscious of my voice, so it's weird to hear that.
No, I think you have a great voice. I feel like everyone's self-conscious of their voice because they're like everyone cringes at their own voice, but then people are
Right.
like, "No, you got a great voice," and I'm like, "Why are you lying to me? There's no
Yeah.
need to lie."
You have a great voice, Cheevoz.
Thanks, man. Why are you lying to me?
No need to flatter him just because you're on the pod, bro.
Why are you lying?
I also think now it is kind of like less pressure because before I was doing stuff that like kind of like what I wanted to do, but also kind of that I thought would get more attraction. And I was
Mhm.
doing like reviews and like posing videos and stuff like that. But since I've kind of fallen into like what I really enjoy doing, which is like the making the figures, doing
Right.
like the repaints and stuff like that, then it doesn't really feel like I have to make content. I'm just kind of like filming while I'm doing something that I want to do anyway.
And I think that's beautiful. The fact that you're doing something that you enjoy doing, I think that's the goal, to get people
Hmm.
to get people to be interested in what you want to do.
Right,
And yeah, you kind of do owe it to your audience to share your experiences as a content creator is your job. But at the same time, you want to have that feeling that you enjoy making that content. You don't let your audience pressure you or bully you into doing something you don't.
right, right. Um, I do want to start. I do want to go back to doing more reviews though, because
Hmm.
one of the reasons that I got into making figure content is that like I like a lot of like more obscure figures and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I'm like trying to find a review on them and I can't find a review anywhere. And I can find one review and it's in a different language.
Yeah, you
So,
gotta.
yeah, I wanted to provide that type of stuff that like I couldn't find. So, I do want to get back into doing that. But it's like, at one point I was like buying the like hottest Marvel Legend to review it. And I was like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, you don't even like Legends, you
I don't even like
larper.
Marvel Legends. I don't. I don't. I do have some. I've got like 5. I've got like 5 Marvel Legends.
Me too. I only have a
Look
couple.
at Cheevoz. What a disgrace, bro.
I
You're
only have
doing
a
it only for
handful.
the views.
I only have a handful.
You're still
Uh,
actually. How close are you to filling up a full display full of just your customs?
I'm still pretty far. I think at this point I've done like 6 or 7 customs, I think. I don't know. Or in terms of the Dragon Ball figures, but like the first custom I did, the Anakin Skywalker custom, that thing is broken. It's like lying on a shelf in my room.
How
Damn.
broken is it?
Its
Lore
leg
accurate
broke. I
Anakin.
tried to move it, and its leg snapped,
Hey,
and
Super
it
lore
was locked
accurate
in
Anakin.
hey,
Yeah.
lore accurate Anakin, bro. Just give him a couple
Super
burn
lore,
marks.
yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Set
But
him on
like the
fire.
pants are glued on, so there's no way I can get in there to fix it without destroying
Should have
the soft
attached him
goods.
to a
So
firework last
I
weekend.
know.
Vader custom, bro. Incoming.
I should have just kept the Black Series because that Black Series figure is like $60 now. The Anakin
You,
one.
damn.
I saw it in a Walmart a couple months ago. I should have bought it.
Yeah.
Should have
Yeah.
got. But I only have one Star Wars figure, and it's Darth Vader's Red appearing. Herzzf gave it to me.
You're welcome.
And I was gonna say you gave it to me. Now I'm gonna go throw it away. Fuck you, buddy.
You didn't even make a review on it, motherfucker.
Yeah, because I don't do Star Wars. That's not my thing. It should be
Yeah,
though.
that's another thing too, is that I found that TikTok really you have to TikTok is gonna put you into a niche and you have to discover what that niche is.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you try to go outside, you like you get punished. Like when I review a Marvel Legends, I get terrible engagement and views on those videos. But when I review a Dragon Ball figure, my
I'm
views
sorry.
explode. So
I'm listening to what you're saying, but I'm just watching hers devour a bowl of cereal.
I'm hungry, okay? I haven't eaten.
That
is that
brother
cereal?
was
Because it looks
hung.
thick.
What
It's
was
Lucky
it?
Charms.
Oh, was it with yogurt?
No. It was with expired milk. I couldn't afford.
Oh my
I couldn't
god.
afford
Yo,
I
my
thought it
next
was
at
batch of
yogurt
milk.
least
with
start
oatmeal.
going live, and so you can get like your TikTok money up. Like you won't have to get expired milk.
That's
I,
another thing of a benefit of living in the U.S. and hitting 10,000 followers.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you get
You
paid.
get paid.
Are you
You get
feeling it
paid.
now, Mr. Krabs?
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to. I'm not gonna say how much.
Neither
I'm
are
not
we
Don't.
gonna
asking.
reveal. I can talk to y'all after this. But it's nice. I don't have to use my own income to pay for figures now,
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I think
That's
that's
the
which
what
is
dream.
most
like
people want. Yeah.
gold. Right? Yeah.
That's the dream.
So I don't have to
At,
feel bad about like taking food out of my son's mouth because I had to get Goku.
I'm
yeah,
sorry, you can't eat this.
imagine, Dad, I'm hungry. No, you can't. I bought the exclusive
Yeah.
SDCC, transparent Goku.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Sorry.
At least what I know about the TikTok stuff, based off what everyone has said, even if you don't get a lot, it adds up gradually.
It
And
does.
even if you don't get a certain amount on one post, like $2, think about $2, right? You make a post, well, let's say twice a day, and each post gives you $2. Simple
Mhm.
math, at the end of the month, 30 times 2, that's $60. It
Yep.
adds up.
Yeah, it does. It does. And then like if you even I know even people with low follower counts that have videos that just explode randomly. Like you'll get those, you know, every now and again. I'm kind of pissed. Here's a little inside baseball stuff that people that um aren't in the creator program won't know until they are. But when you make a video, your payout is determined based on like the amount that you get paid. You get paid per 1,000 views from the FYP. So like if someone goes to your profile and views it, that's not you don't get
It
money
doesn't
for that.
count. Yeah, there's
It
a
doesn't
lot of
count.
restrictions. Like, I think your video has to be over a minute, right?
It has to be over a minute. It has to be you get a certain amount of money for every 1,000 views you get from the FYP. And the more you have this thing called RPM, which is basically like your the amount you get per 1,000 views,
Mhm.
and that is determined based on your video engagement, like how fast it accumulates views and likes, and how long people stay to watch it. So, like, I have some videos with like 60 cent RPM.
And then
Even if
some
that
with like
video,
$2.
yeah, and so even if like that video got like 100,000 views, it wouldn't, you wouldn't see that big of a payout from it.
And then there's something called bonus pay where like if
Hmm.
TikTok deems you worthy, like video worthy enough, they give you a little, I guess, incentivized thing to
Right.
like, oh, you better post more, you might get a bonus.
Yeah. And this is one of the things that we were talking about earlier before recording, and I'll throw this in here. So if anyone is watching and wondering how kind of TikTok works on the back end and what the platform likes to see and reward, they like to see you appear on camera, and they like for you to talk on camera, even if you're not appearing on camera, just doing voiceovers, because I can look and see from the results of my videos that I've done where it's just music or like just video content, like I'm not doing a voiceover at all, terrible, like no bonus pay, terrible RPM, like it's not good. But the videos that I do voiceovers or even appear on camera are a lot higher. um and once I started doing voiceovers and appearing on camera, my views and follower count started rising a lot faster as well. I don't know if you guys experienced that. I don't know if you guys started out talking on camera or not, because it took a few videos for me to get the courage up to do it.
I started from the beginning. I think I was like 3 videos in, and then I did a face cam video.
I don't think I did a
But
skit until like 5 months ago.
yeah, it is true. It is true. When you don't put effort to do voiceovers or appear on camera, your views and just people that follow you,
Mhm.
they won't follow you because
It doesn't
who
feel
are you?
personal.
Hmm.
People
Yeah,
like
it
to
has it.
just attach a face with a voice.
Right, and the algorithm has changed, because back in the day when people talk about
The golden age.
the golden age of TikTok, when people talk about that, you could just put up a posing video and get 100,000 views on that.
Right.
You used to be able to do that, but you can't do that anymore. And that's not to say that like you shouldn't. You should make the stuff that you want to make, obviously. But if your ultimate goal is to raise your following, the platform just doesn't reward that,
I
which
think
is a
Yeah.
shame.
at this point you have to be like known as a good poser to continue getting like those thousands of views.
Yeah,
Right.
you
Or you
either,
gotta do
eh,
something crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's you know what I want to talk about that. Yeah, that's what people don't understand. Like, and that's where we fall into cycles of getting the newest figure, addiction, all that stuff.
Hmm.
TikTok, for instance, you know that brown suit Wolverine that you just got a while ago. Imagine you opening it up and posing it. Why should you care? That figure is 5 months ago.
Hmm.
It's not the newest thing. The newest thing is the Spider-Man Brand New Day stuff.
Right.
If you're opening up that figure now, what incentivizes people to keep watching that? Oh, I already saw it.
Right.
And that's where people fall in like, oh, I gotta get the newest thing. Oh, I gotta do this. And that's where making different types of content comes in. That's when you compare. Let's say I do get an old figure, right? Do a comparison video. Do a video customizing that old figure, or do something that's new that will get your viewers to stay, because I'm not gonna me personally, I'm not gonna watch a figure that I unboxed or somebody else did months ago. Like, what
Right.
incentivizes me to stay? Unless I see
Right.
like Cheevoz said, a crazy posing video using it, or or something else, I'm not gonna watch it. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but on Instagram, there's this guy that has that brown suit Wolverine, and he just plays with it like, and he does like these crazy like
I
maneuvering
love
stuff.
those videos.
Have
Yeah.
you seen them?
Yeah.
I don't think I've
I,
seen
s-
He's
that.
I don't know if
using
it's the same guy, but the first one I saw was he was
with a
using
cat, right?
with the cat. He was using Ryu, the Ninja Gaiden figure.
Yeah, that's
That was
him. Yeah,
fun. Yeah.
yeah, and that's something new. That's something creative. Like,
Right.
even if it's an old figure, people watch that because it's funny. It's fun. He was doing that like animation thing with his cat and everything. It was so cute. And I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? I want to follow this dude.
Yeah. 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 You gotta have some sort of unique take on it now because everyone's seen those like posing videos to the trending song and like the dynamic poses. You know, it's hard to stand out.
It's,
So
it's it's really hard when, especially if you haven't grown an audience that likes to talk to you. Like,
mhm,
cool, yeah, you may pose your figures good and everything, and you may look up to somebody. It's like, wow, but think about it. Not to call out any creator or anything. This is all love and respect. Look at Buzz. Buzz collects.
mhm,
They recently started doing voiceover reviews.
mhm,
Why? Because they want to grow their following, and they want to go closer to their own review style. Before, Buzz will only post posing videos. Now they're doing reviews. Now they're doing all the sorts of stuff, and her channel has exploded.
yeah,
Like, if you go look at her numbers, exploded. The amount of views she gets, insane. And she started doing voiceovers. Usually, you would never hear her voice or anything, but Buzz has really stepped it up in that terms of content of updating her style. And I think that's what everyone has to do. They have to somehow update their style while maintaining true to doing what you want.
yeah,
It's like a scale. You gotta do
mhm,
what you want, and then you gotta also comply with TikTok. If
right,
you do this, you're not gonna get any traction. But if you do this, it's like, okay, you get traction, but like TikTok doesn't like it.
right,
Like,
yeah, and I guess it also depends on what your ultimate goal is. The thing that I don't necessarily agree with all the time is when I hear people saying that like I don't care about the views. I just do it for the love of the game. And it's like if you don't care about the views,
And why are you posting?
why are you posting? Because
Like just posting on your
I think there's
story
two ways.
and then
I
go
think there's
end
two
your
ways
day.
to look at. Yeah, I think there's two ways to look at getting views. Like you can look at views and see it and get that dopamine hit of like, oh, people are paying attention to me. That's
Mhm.
one thing. But there's another thing of like making something and getting views and like feeling that you're like sharing something you love with a bunch of people. And and I
you want to be
think that
rewarded for it. You want
right,
to be
you put
rewarded. It's
right,
like you
you
going
put
to
work into
work
it.
and being like, "Nah, don't pay me. I'm just here because I want to do it for the game." No, we're here
Yeah.
Yeah,
because you want money. In TikTok, yes, eventually the outcome is you getting monetized and getting money for it. But if you think about it, it can also be because you want to build that community and get friends. At the end of the
right,
day, we like friends. We
right.
like I didn't know who the fuck Cheevoz was until like a couple like a year ago.
Hmm.
Imagine if I would have never posted or he would have never posted, we wouldn't have been friends. I would have
Yeah,
met you, Steel. You're one of
yeah,
my closest friends, and even if we don't talk as much, like personal to personal, it's like, dude, who were we a couple months ago? I didn't know
right,
you.
right.
Exactly.
We're strangers. Yeah, it's insane. It is like it, and you get into the stuff like with like people talk about the toxicity in the community and stuff like that, and there is definitely negativity, and I don't think it's unique to the FigTalk community. I think anytime you have a big community of people, and that's specific to a niche, like
Mhm.
uh, everybody has a lot of people have hobbies, and that includes pieces of shit. So like there are gonna be bad people
It's always bad
in
apples.
any given hobby, right? Yeah, and
Yeah.
you can
And
either like give into that or basically focus on the negativity and be like and I don't know. You don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? Like
mhm.
there's a lot of positives to this community too. Like I met
Mm.
you guys. Like you guys are awesome. Um, being able to share um like your interests and passions with other people that have the same interests and passions is really cool, and like be able to make friends. Like I'm old as hell, man. I'm 35. You know what I'm saying? I don't look, this is gonna sound sad, and I promise you it's not. It's just a fact of life is I don't have really like friends in real life that I hang out with, and that is just kind of how life goes, you know what I
People are
mean?
busy as fuck.
Right,
100%.
like you
Especially
have
when you
you
get
have
older.
jobs, you have a family, and it's not like it's not like I don't see it as a sad or depressing thing. It's just like
Yeah.
a
That's just life.
it's a life thing. And now because of this, I'm able to have friends like you guys that I can talk to and hang out with. One of my best friends now lives in New Zealand, and I met him on TikTok.
That's sick. That's like it's like gaming. And the thing is the TikTok community is just growing. And like unfortunately, the larger like the community grows, if 70% of it is really good people and then 30% of it is really bad, that
The 30% will
30%,
sign.
that 30, not only that, but that 30%, you're going to see more as the community grows. You're going to see more people in that 70%, but also more people in that 30%. So you're going to be like, fuck, those people are
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah,
And then
and
you gotta remember that 70% is still good.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I feel like the issue right now is that most people are focusing on the negativity, and I understand. Like I've definitely fallen into that where it's like this is so fucking annoying, and then I I personally like to poke fun of the situation. It's like, do you guys see how dumb this is? So you just make a skit here and there, making fun of the situation, and somehow it just keeps growing and growing. It's like, dude, it's not that deep.
Right. It's not. It's just toys at the end of the day. Um, there is some
The collectibles.
there's some stuff that like is more serious than others. You know
Bro,
what I
didn't
mean?
see my
Like,
Yeah,
last skit.
but what's it's like the biker community. I used to like watching bike restoration videos.
Mhm.
hmm
I still do. And then I discovered the bike riding community, and apparently a lot of people don't like old Harley Davidson riders, and apparently they have this like bad stuff where they just think they control the road, and it's like, dang, like you know, it's like, why are you doing that? You know, you're just riding a motorcycle, dude.
right.
Yeah, every community has their bad apples.
Mhm.
It's like the book community as well. You got those people that
Yeah.
really enjoy
Don't get me
certain types
started
of
on the book
novels,
community, then.
hmm
and it's like other people aren't into that stuff. And apparently, the book talk community is toxic too. Everyone is toxic. Every community is
Yeah.
toxic. It's
Every
just
community is toxic. Yeah.
Speaking of the
And
community, oh, sorry, go ahead.
oh yeah. Well, I was gonna say every community is toxic in terms of like how it can appear, but I don't think any of these communities are actually toxic. Like, and I would say even I
I
would
don't
say
know.
it's
The
more
Rust
95.
community is pretty bad.
I would say it's more 95% positivity and then 5% toxicity because you see like, even like the recent dramas of like certain people have had, like you see those accounts, but like if you compare them to the amount of people that post action figure content, like I find dozens of new people every day that I've never seen before that have
yeah,
like over 1,000 followers that are posting figures that I've never seen before that I've never heard of. So there's tons of people doing this that aren't
one
doing
hundred percent.
anything like crazy or untoward. You know what I mean? Like you just have like it is just like it's just like so in your face when it happens that it seems like it's like prevalent throughout the whole community, but it's really not.
Yeah, I mean,
um,
there's what 8 billion people in the world,
Right.
and how many people play with action figures? And there's only a
hmm
couple that post them, and people act like it's just like 100,000 of us. No, it's like I'm pretty sure our community is more than 5 million people, if I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
mistaken.
yeah.
People that are actually posting.
Even
We're
if you
we're
just look at
nothing.
like the hashtags.
Yeah, we're nothing compared to like the amount of people that post. And this is just on the TikTok side. There's an Instagram side,
Yeah.
there's a Reddit side, there's a
hmm
YouTube side.
hmm
We're
I
we're
think
nothing.
people
And
need to start accepting that figures aren't niche anymore.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think like because just generally like nerdy stuff is just becoming more accepted.
dude,
So people
nerdy
are
stuff has
just
been a thing since like 1980 or
exactly.
before.
But I'm saying like stuff is getting more like it's being more accepted. Like it's being more accepted now that if you're a nerd, like you can collect comic books, you can collect action figures, you can collect statues, you
hmm
can collect swords, you can do anything because people don't like judge you about it anymore like they used to back in the day. So like the communities aren't becoming as niche because it's a little bit more accepting. And then
Right.
but it's because it's so accepting. There's some there's some bad apples that get through
Right. Yeah. There
the
is.
the check through. Speaking of the community, I want to ask this question to you. Steele, do you feel any difference in the way people are like people behave towards you or they treat you in like the community now that you're a little larger?
Yes. So thankfully, like all the people that I've known since like I was like starting out, it's nothing has changed.
Hmm.
Like you guys and like a lot of the other people that have been kind of like day ones for me, that has not changed, and that's I'm like really happy about that. And I I also hope to never change towards anyone, and I want y'all to call me out if I do. But like I still see myself as I'm just like a dude. You know what I mean? I'm just like a dude that has a job and a family, and I like to make videos of my action figures sometime. But
Yeah.
but I do. But now, like from people that like I've never met, like I get DMs and comments and people like I'm such a big fan and like you're an inspiration to me and that stuff like it makes me feel really good, but it also kind of it all like I never expected to get to see that kind of stuff, you
Mhm.
know? Um and to be able to I guess like I've seen a lot of people recently being like you inspired me to start my first custom and that means a lot to me, to like get people going into a new hobby or like trying something that they've never done before because the goal of my videos is to make it is to show that it's not as hard as it seems.
And I
um
appreciate that. I did not know you could dye action figure parts.
Yeah, and another thing is too, like whenever I make a mistake, I want to include it in the video because when people make customs, like you'll see like the end result and it'll look amazing.
Mhm.
And when you make something and you make a mistake, you're like, "Ah, no, everyone else is doing these perfect things and like but like I make mistakes all the time and people that make custom figures make mistakes all the time even if they don't show it. Um but yeah, it is a little I can't think. I had a big word in my head, but I'll just say weird of people,
Jarring.
saying like yeah, or like people saying like I'm a big fan, and it's
Mhm.
like and it's something that I'm very appreciative of, but it also like feels weird.
It feels
Oh
weird,
yeah.
yeah.
Because imagine it's like, oh, I look up to you. If anything were ever happen, I don't know how I'd react.
I
It's
look
like
up to you. I'm 75-year-old man.
there's nothing wrong with it. Like uh, people have, and this goes to like parasocial relationships and everything. Is you're not trying to disappoint your audience by saying, "Oh yeah, I love you guys too," but at the end of the day, I'm just a dude, and at the end of the day, like if I do know you, we're friends. But if I don't, like there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I
Right.
have people that I watch for years. I've never met them, never spoken to them,
Mhm.
anything. I'm a huge fan, and there's nothing wrong with being a fan of something as long as you're being healthy about it.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of the messages I get are similar to messages that I've sent people that I whose content I've enjoyed. And like when I see somebody whose stuff that I really like, even if I've been following them for a long time or even if I just found them, I'll message them and be like, "Hey, I really like your stuff," or I'll be like, "Hey, I'm a big fan. Like I watched your stuff for a while and I really enjoy it." And and I send those just as a way of being like, "Hey, like I appreciate your stuff."
Yeah.
And I feel like those are the messages that I'm getting now, and so like I really appreciate those, but I just never expected to be on the other end of it.
No, yeah. But it's pretty interesting. It's just like
Mhm.
this is you now. Like, what's to say in you in 5 years you have a million followers?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, do you ever see yourself doing anything other than action figure content?
Um, I there's every now and then like I've thought about doing some other stuff, maybe even starting like a second channel
Mhm.
because I do like to do a lot of things, or not even like
Mhm.
do a lot of things, but like I'll see somebody do something and I'll think I can do that, and then I want to start a whole new hobby. Like
Hyperfixation.
I've got a whole garage full of woodworking tools because I was like, I'm gonna build furniture, and I've built a couple pieces of furniture, but I haven't done anything in a long time.
I feel like you would kill furniture talk, dude.
Um,
Dude, furniture
Yeah,
talk. Oh
I
my
feel like you
yeah,
god.
would fit
furniture
furniture
talk.
talk so well, dude.
Especially with your voice. Oh my god.
Yes, bro, you
Oh
have the
my
look
god.
for it as well. Like
Yeah,
you should do it. You should
yeah,
do
it's
it. Just
expensive.
That's why I started LARPing. My videos, I mostly do reviews and everything.
can
Why
name
the hell am I
yourself
gonna be
Woodhead.
posting? Why the hell am I Woodhead? Oh yeah. Why
Like,
the hell am I gonna be posing videos if that's not my niche? So I started a whole new
Right.
page.
Right. Yeah, because if you post outside of your niche, you get
mhm,
punished for
Yeah,
it.
slowly
100%.
I started integrated my posing into the Herz account.
Hmm.
When I first posted my first official like posing video, like no audio, no sounds except for the one TikTok chooses, I
Mhm.
got 200 views. I was like, fuck. Yeah, but now
Yeah,
now now they reached like the point where they're hitting above the 1K mark.
yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. I was just talking to I was just talking to Hyperbolic about this the other day.
Mhm.
About like how I sometimes have to give myself perspective because we were talking about like how our videos were performing and like, oh, this was getting so many views or that was getting so many views and this, that, and the other. And I'll post a video and it'll get like 1,000 views in the first 2 hours. And I'll be disappointed in that. I'll be like, man, this video is not performing well. This video is not doing good at all. And I'll get like a little disappointed, and I'll be like, this is bullshit,
I'd
man.
be happy. So
But I do have to give myself perspective because there are a lot of people that would get 1,000 views in 2 hours and flip out and be like, this is amazing.
Nah,
I would
yeah.
have
I don't
when
know.
I remember the first time I got 1,000 views, I was freaking out. I was over the moon. Told my wife, I was like, I'm going viral. I just hit 1,000 views.
Mom, get the camera.
Yeah, get the camera, man. So it's I want to keep myself grounded and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
like
You don't want to let a number change who you are or boost
right,
your ego. There's nothing. Look, this is the difference between ego and being proud of yourself. There's nothing wrong with you being like, yeah, I did that. I got
right,
10 million views, this and
right.
this. I can't fucking believe it. But then when you go to another person, yeah, I got 10 million views, you fucker.
Hmm.
You're worse than I am.
Yeah.
Then that's like, whoa, control yourself. At the end of the day, they take TikTok off of the platform again. Then what? What are you gonna do?
Right. Right. We're just back to our lives.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
it's
god,
like
that's
Back to our lives.
you're not I don't know how people do that. You're not bigger than somebody else because you have a larger number. That's not how that works.
Yeah.
You'd
But
have to go
there's
to
nothing wrong,
Instagram.
like I said, there's nothing wrong with being proud of what you've done.
Right.
And I think that there's just a balance that assholes usually go to. Usually they're either very nice or very egotistical. There's nothing in the middle. Usually
Hmm.
one or the other.
Yeah.
I kind of want to pivot to our main topic of today's video, but I'm gonna ask you this question because it's relating to it. I lost it. Have brands or sponsorships opportunities changed since you've hit like 8K? Or well, since the last time we've had you on the podcast,
Oh, yeah. I mean, well,
other than
for,
TikTok shop stuff.
um,
I mean, maybe. Do you get approved
If,
more
if
for free samples now?
I do. Well, I haven't gotten approved for a while, but also like
Oh.
I've started requesting just unhinged shit, like $500 alternate reality goggles
That's
and
fair.
like an e-bike and stuff like that.
hey,
Like,
it's worth it.
why
You
not?
never
Yeah,
know.
Yeah,
sometimes I'll
why
do it.
not?
I got a goddamn 3D printer for free.
Bro, I've
Yeah,
been
so
reaching out
there
for
you
them for
go.
so long, and they will not send that shit to me. They'll be like, "Hey, do you want the filament?" I'm like, "What do I want the filament for?"
Right. You gotta send me a printer first. At least send me the like
I have the
$150
printer.
one, man.
Yeah.
Um, I do. I mean, it definitely helps. I mean, my biggest sponsorship is still JP Fans, and I got that when I had like 6,000 followers, I think. But um, I tried to reach out to GYZ Toy Store to see if they wanted to work with me, and they just left me on red. So
Oh
And
yeah.
maybe because of
By
the
the way,
proper channels.
they responded to me.
Yeah.
You want to know what? I'm not under any contract or anything. They said, hey, they said this exactly. Hey, bro, your views, nah. That's literally what they said. I was like, what the fuck?
that's
Now they're being
exactly what they
realistic.
said.
Yeah, yeah. Your views, nah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's nothing wrong with that because it's their stores and companies'
Right.
expectations,
Right.
and you as a person, yes, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna be like, damn. But at the same time, it's like
Yeah, there's a way to
it's
state that professionally.
there's a
Yeah, there is.
professional boundary where it's like, okay, if I get rejected, maybe one day in the future I won't. And
I'd
you
be
got to be
like,
mindful on how you're asking
that
for
is
stuff too, because I have seen crazy emails. I've seen some dude email a sponsorship. He's like, "Yo, can I get a sponsor?"
Yeah.
Like, if you're a sponsor and you read that, you're like, "Damn, no good morning, no good afternoon, no
Right.
analytics, no submitting why you should be sponsored." You got to think about
Right.
it. You got to
Right.
think about it, and you got to be professional.
Hmm. Exactly. And I, I, I I'll say I haven't noticed any change in people reaching out to me. Um, because even with like my business email that I have linked in my bio, it's just like Temu spam. That's it. That's all that's in there. It's just like Temu spam. And the Temu affiliate program is garbage. So I wouldn't recommend that because they'll hit you up when you have 500 followers. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I have not been hit up by Team yet. What's going on?
The thing is, like,
It might be in your spam, dude. You should
once
check
in a
it.
while, you will get that one random email that piques your interest. It's like, hey, we're a company. I offer this product. See if you like it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've gotten a couple of them that are like for some kind of medicine or something, a
Yep.
holistic energy drink, and it's like
Not doing that.
that's the thing that kills me too is like on TikTok Shop, they'll like people reach out to you and they'll be like, "We think that your content is perfect to uh to
Promote
sell
our
our."
dog bed.
Yes, exactly, the dog bed. Or it's
When have you
like,
ever seen a
"We
dog
love."
in any of my videos?
I had one and it was like, "Hi Steelhead, I'm a big fan. I love your lifestyle slash traveling content."
Never watched
What?
my videos, motherfucker.
Never
I
once.
said
Now,
I respond. I don't usually respond. I just respond. I said, "You straight up lied to my face."
Nah,
now
sometimes
they
I'll
do
get
that.
like,
They just reach out to see if you'll bite into their hook because for some companies it's just about the exposure
hmm,
Yeah.
and getting their name out there. One time this burak noodle. Do you guys know what burak noodles is?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yo, I love those things. Some company
Ah,
reached out. I'm like, fuck. I want to request it so bad because it's like you reached out to me, but I don't really make food videos.
I would
Fuck.
have taken that shit so quick. They're like,
Oh yeah.
guys, I'm eating for the next 3 weeks. I
Yep.
fucking love it. And give
Yep.
me the carbonara one. Ooh,
Ooh, dude, I'm hungry, dude.
I
After
got
this, I'm gonna
I
go eat.
got that, but I don't have it. I don't have any like meat.
But yeah, it's just I think we should just introduce our topic because we've
Yep.
been talking about how people react and stuff. So Chivos, introduce our main topic, brother.
Well, our main topic of the video is: are sponsors a problem in the Fig Talk community? Now, I don't think they're a problem at all. I think the evolution in any community, especially when it comes to being posting on any type of social media platform, sponsors are always going to be there because money's involved, dude. Now, that's the problem. When money gets involved, people's egos go crazy.
Yeah.
So let's touch on something. So let's say we've all been worked with JP fans. I think we've all been pretty honest with our reviews. Do
Mhm.
you think when you get a sponsor, or at least when other people get sponsors, they hold back on their true and honest like reviews and like every like remarks and everything like that, or you think they're being completely honest?
Let me start off. I don't want no one to get canceled besides myself. Yes. There's no the way I'm gonna word this. I hope nobody takes this out of context. Somebody ever does in the future. Remember, there's a full recording. I will bring up receipts. But when you get partnered with a company, you're incentivized not by the company but by your own stuff. You have that pressure on you. It's like, damn, if I say something negative, they probably won't want to work with me ever again. There's nothing wrong with feeling anxious and stuff like that, but based off of my personal experience, whenever I did work with JP fans,
Mhm.
my products were shipped right. I had no issues with them. The issue I had was sometimes I would email them and it would take them 2 or 3 days to respond back. But that's normal. It's a big company.
Yeah.
And not only that, they're overseas. So the time differences are crazy. But my issue was communication. Nothing when it came to the figure side of it.
Plus, normal people
So
wouldn't have to deal with emailing JP fans because
correct.
they would
Yeah.
just do everything themselves.
Correct. And I have seen a lot of people like review their figures. When you usually get a figure, you're not gonna buy a figure you don't like.
Right.
You're gonna buy the figure that you want. And if it comes broken, obviously you're gonna be mad. You're gonna be like, "What the frick is this?" But my stuff has not come broken, so I do a honest and positive
Mm-hmm.
review on it. My Figma Inklings, they're Figma, single jointed.
Right.
The articulation is fucking ass.
Yeah.
It looks so good. I haven't done my review yet, but when I do it, point that out. There's some people that don't point out the stuff that they dislike in fear that they might not be able to work again. But if you never point out the negatives of any company, they will never improve.
Right. And like you can look at like I mean, so for instance, like the Figma thing that you got this from JP Fans, right?
Mhm.
That's a Figma issue, right? It's not a JP Fans issue.
Yeah, it's not a JP fans issue.
Right, the JP Fans is, did like you said, did they how long was the shipping time? Were the prices accurate? Do you feel like you got a good deal? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Like
for
you got
sure.
all your stuff, right? So it's like you see like in one of my JP Fans reviews, like I tore apart this Vegeta I got because it had horrible QC. I mean, that's not a JP Fans fault. I don't fault them for that. That's Bandai's fault and they're like
Yeah,
they
at the
they
end of
have
the
the
day,
problem.
it's just a how do I say this? JP Fans is a third party shipping company. Am I
Right.
not? They're a
Yep.
proxy, right?
Hmm.
So I understand where people come with like, oh, the shipping stuff. That's the regular tariffs. Everyone's
Right.
dealing with them.
Right.
Even if, like, let's say if you go to like Plaza Japan or if you go to even Osaka Mama, and yes, I will say Osaka Mama. There's nothing negative or wrong with Osaka Mama, but their prices are elevated due to the
Hmm.
freaking tariff stuff. It's like, dude, the president of the United States is fucking up our action figures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
flipping
just the
Trump.
reality of living in the economy that we live in, unfortunately.
Yeah, and guys, why are we importing stuff that you see at Walmart in the United States
Yes.
or is in Amazon? That's my issue. Some people will use it to buy common figures.
Hmm.
You're gonna pay a shit ton of fucking shipping to get a common figure. Whenever you go to any sort of website, get something out you won't see in the United States, like that new
Right.
Revoltech Spider-Man. Get it from Japan because you're not
Right.
gonna see it in the States until like months from now, and they're gonna be priced too. Like in like let's say Toys in a Box, New York Comics, uh, uh, Frankensons, you're gonna see them priced up quite a bit because they paid
Mhm.
for tariffs.
Right.
Um, don't
Or
ship out.
oh, go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead. I
Don't
was gonna
ship out
say
common stuff. Yeah. Oh my bad.
no, you're good. I was just gonna say another good thing to look for on places like JP Fans, the third party proxy sites or services are old figures, that are really are that like have their prices super inflated. Like the armored Broly I got for 115 on JP Fans, and I think that one is like it's like regularly 200 and up on for US sellers. And I've got my eye right now on a Play Arts Kai Raiden from Metal Gear Rising.
Mhm.
It's $100, and if you look how much those go for on eBay, it's crazy.
Yeah, people don't do their homework. Like, let me give you an example. I have a friend who's gonna buy the Revoltech All Might.
Hmm.
The All Might has a broken hair piece on one of the head sculpts. They're getting it sold for 140,
That's
right?
insane.
140, right? Insane price. Let's say he pays 60 for shipping, right?
Mhm.
If he doesn't bundle it up with more,
Right.
what 140 plus 60, that's $200. You go to an eBay seller or a seller here in the US, if you search up the same All Might, 500 plus.
Hmm.
Do your homework.
Yep.
If you find it on eBay or in a different site in the United States, buy it from the United States.
Right.
People forget to do their homework. Like I had this figure. I was looking at it, and I used the shipping calculator because that's what you're supposed to use it for. In total, with like shipping and everything, I saved $1. Guess what I did? I didn't buy it.
Right.
Why would I do that?
Mhm.
Right.
I'd rather get it from the US where I could get it quick and I pay the same amount. It's just people forget to do their homework. People don't research and everything. And that's where the whole being truthful about your sponsorship comes in
Right.
because if you I've seen people and yes I probably have fallen into this. Yeah, we want to be positive about the service that we use and you don't necessarily want to be in bad taste with JP fans or they're gonna be like, why did you do this? You guys got to remember, there's rules when it comes to sponsorships. It's not just you getting it and you just posting stuff. Some of them have rules and regulations. Oh, you got to post this much. Oh, please make the video 2 minutes long. Please mention this, what our service does. And you know what? That's completely fine. But when a sponsorship goes out of the way to make sure that you are lying and that you're covering up certain things and that they're a negative company, don't work with them.
Yeah.
Do your research.
And you'll see. I want to move on from JP fans because I mean I don't want the whole sponsorship segment
No,
just to
yeah,
be
no,
about
this
JP
applies to
fans.
everyone.
But I wanted to cover a couple things about them before we do. Um, and that is like, I mean, y'all remember like a month ago that whole like JP fan scam controversy that was going around,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And like I still see people calling it JP fans a scam. And like one of the big like pushes or things, the thing that was getting circulated was that YouTube video by Friendly Neighbor Toy Reviews, where she was like JP fans is a scam and like went through all this stuff talking about how like they hold your figure hostage and all this stuff. I don't know if you saw, but she is now sponsored by JP fans.
Yeah.
And so at first I was like, oh, okay, so now that they come a knocking, you're gonna change your tune. But she made a video before that where basically she read the comments of that first video of people that were like giving their like alternate opinions on JP fans, like saying like it's actually not a scam. And she did more of her own research and contacted the company to like get answers and stuff like that. And she made a video correcting her statements on it, which I think is very admirable because a lot of people when they're like wrong they can either like double down or just not say anything. So I think it's
Yeah.
very admirable that she made that whole video correcting everything. But also now, because I know people that are just now starting to get JP fan sponsorships, and I've seen, you know, what they're required to include in their videos, and it's changed from when we first got our sponsorships. Like they have to be a lot more in depth and transparent about what the shipping costs are and what goes into them, because before JP fans wasn't necessitating that you said that kind of stuff. Um, and so people, I guess, they didn't have all the information. They were confused about how it worked, and so JP fans is like actually working on being more transparent than they were in the past, which I think is admirable too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing another campaign with them coming up probably in the
Yeah.
next 2 weeks,
But
and
that applies to every sponsor. Let's say you get a sponsored figure, right?
I wasn't talking
Mhm.
or anything.
Fuck, I don't give a fuck what you say, Cheevoz. You try to replace me early. I remember.
All right, still.
Boom. Back to the two original co-hosts.
Exactly.
Original hosts.
The only people I gotta add
Yeah.
it back. Uh. Anyways, as I was saying, no, go ahead.
When I was working with Nerd Urbanity, the Spider-Man, the everyone knows the infamous Magic the Gathering Spider-Man. It's a piece of shit figure. It broke on me. It literally broke on me. Like after I finished doing the recording, it broke on me. I'm like, fuck. And some people included that in their own review. This figure breaks. Be careful. Warm up the peg. Shave the peg off. Don't buy this figure.
Mhm.
When you buy a figure, and let's say from Hasbro or anything, or even Reveltech themselves, right? If you post a review tagging them, you want them to look at your video for a potential sponsor in the far future. Let's say Hasbro sponsored me. I don't want to be like, oh, I hate Hasbro, I hate this,
Mhm.
because I want
Mhm.
them to sponsor me. But that makes Hasbro be like, oh, it was a good figure. You know, people liked it. They weren't being honest with their review. Oh, people, and then they'll never change. You gotta be honest, but not in an asshole way where you're like, oh yeah, fuck this, fuck that, and then
Right.
you're wondering why they don't like to work with you. You have to
Yeah.
be like, hey, guys, this isn't good. Please fix it. You know
I
what I
think my
mean?
first negative review was the CT Toys Miles Morales. That was a piece of shit. But honestly, I came back around to it. It's not that bad.
Dude, I mean I like the mess toy stuff. I
Well, that's
good
what-
experience with the CT Toys figure. Never had a good experience with one.
Really? I mean, to
Um,
be honest with you, the Daredevil that I got is amazing, and so is the Spider-Man that hers gave me. Great too.
And that's another thing. People bash something that they haven't tried. Um, no one's forcing you to buy a figure that you don't want to buy. No one's
Mhm,
forcing you to like something. It's your opinion. If you don't like them, that's okay.
mhm.
But
mhm,
let's say if I come out, oh, I enjoy this Marvel Legends. I really
mhm.
like it. Keyword I. Why the fuck do you like that figure?
'Cause I like
Why
it.
this? Why that?
Did you
Dude,
not
it's
watch the
my
video? I just
opinion.
explained
It's
it.
my opinion. My
Mhm.
opinion. And and this is the whole thing is being sponsored in the fake talk community negative. I don't think it's a negative thing. I think it's just the people that make it negative.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
oh, there's so much we can talk about. Like people not being honest about their review, people not being honest with their experience, people bashing other people for the sponsors that they
Th-
have
That's what
versus
I.
what you don't have.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk
Right.
about. Why do you think that some creators get upset when other creators get an opportunity that they didn't get?
Um, before we move on, I just want
Mhm.
to talk about one thing because I wanted to like tag on to Herz's point.
No, yeah, go ahead.
About the people talking negatively about stuff and like and not wanting them to ruin like their chances of having a sponsorship. Um, I know this guy is like fairly controversial in the action figure space in terms of like there are people that like him and there are people that actually hate him. But Anthony's Customs, there's one thing that you can't fault him on, and that is, even if you don't like his review style, and if you think that he is too harsh on figures or he nitpicks too much, you know that he's gonna give his honest opinion on it.
Right.
And he's always been that way, and companies still work with him. InArt sends him their figures to review because there's one thing that you gotta realize is that like there are some companies that yes they're like we only want positive press, and those are probably companies that you shouldn't work for, but there are other companies that are like we want your honest opinion so we know what we can do better, and you can get those sponsorships by just being true to yourself and being
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
That's just what I wanted to say about that. But to Chivos's question about why do some people get mad at sponsorships, I mean, I think there's two types of people that get mad. There's people that are saying, "Why not me? I deserve a sponsorship. Why did they get a sponsorship and I didn't get a sponsorship?" It's a it's like famine
Mhm.
mentality, right? Like all the sponsorships are going to be gone before I can get one, and I'm upset that other people are getting them. First of all, there's always going to be people selling action figures, so sponsorships are not going anywhere, and there's going to be tons of them. So everyone is going to have an opportunity. I guarantee you that. And then there are other people that I think have the sponsorships and go, no one else should have a sponsorship in me. Why do all these other people have sponsorships? I'm special. No one else is special. It's just me. I should only have the sponsorship. They shouldn't have
Oh,
the sponsorship.
if other people get sponsorships, I might get less.
Yeah, that too. That too.
Yeah, and it all. I think it all stems. It's all psychological.
So greed.
We can have a long debate and everything. It all has to do with either jealousy, insecurity, or like you said, that famine mentality. It's just there's no need to be upset for somebody else's win. Whenever I
Mhm.
look at somebody and somebody else's wins, I'm like, dude, holy fuck,
Right.
congratulations.
Like when
And
everyone
then
was getting that Me Funny case, I was
yeah,
hating. I'm not gonna
like
lie. I was like, why am
and
I not getting one?
this is not to call out anyone or everyone, right? It's okay to feel upset. People don't like to admit that sometimes, yes, they get upset, they get jealous. I get those moments. I'm like, damn, I've been working this hard, but this person got a bigger budget than me.
Mhm.
Why? But then instead of being negative about it, just congratulate the person and move on. Like, what can you do about it?
Or
Maybe
self-reflect and see
produce.
what you need to
Yes, self
do.
reflect and see what you did.
Yeah, be like,
Um,
damn. First of all, be like, damn, I really just thought like that. I shouldn't think like that. And then
Right.
secondly,
yeah,
be like, okay, and let me now, what should I do to my channel to make sure that my budget is the same as their budget? Because
yeah, one
obviously I'm
hundred
not doing
percent.
the right thing.
I think it's a very human reaction too to see someone getting a win and
Hmm.
think why not me?
Yeah,
I don't think you should feel bad for feeling that.
Mhm.
I don't think you should express it, and I don't think you should hate on somebody. But I've had those feelings. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like I will admit that like before I started getting sponsorships, when I saw people getting sponsorships, I would be like, why am I not getting a sponsorship? Why did they get one and I not, I had to check myself and and say like, well, am I reaching out? Am I making my content the best that it can be? Am I doing everything that I possibly can do if this is what I want? Um,
yeah,
but I think it's a very like, we can't always control our initial reaction to things. We
yeah.
can control how we act on those reactions, but like, we can't control the initial emotion. And I think it's very human to feel like left out or,
100%. Especially if
shit like
you
that.
work hard on the content that you post and you don't feel like you're getting rewarded for it. You're like, damn. I mean, like I'm working hard. Why am I not getting it? Your time's gonna
Right.
come eventually. Continue if you genuinely are working hard and you are putting 100% into it.
Mhm.
Your time will come eventually. Can't
Yep.
but the more that jealousy, like to me, the more that energy that you put out into the universe, you're just gonna get that back.
Yeah, you get karma. The karma does exist.
Like,
Those people who complain, and everyone knows who they are, about negativity. They complain about people having sponsors and everything. Uh, that whenever you put out something in the internet, it's there forever. People will always
hmm
be like, "Oh, you're the person who was being negative about this. Like,
hmm
why are you being upset? Why? If we can see it, the sponsors can see it.
Hmm.
Just think about that. If you're putting out slop, they will review your channel and they'll
hmm
be like, "Oh, I do not want to work with this person. Look at the
Yeah.
comments. Look at how this person reacts." Imagine a multi-million-dollar corporation going to you and being like, "Oh yeah, we want to post with you," and then they scroll down and see just like crazy stuff on your page.
Hmm.
They're gonna pull back and they're gonna be like, "No,
Yep.
no,
Or
I'm not
you
risking
commented
any."
hate on someone else's sponsored
Yeah,
post, being like, "Oh,
Hmm.
why are you sponsored? Oh, another sponsored post. Blah blah blah."
they do their research. They do their research, and you got to remember, people do their homework. Um, we're not saying that sponsorships get handed to you. Like, yes, you will get an email from whatever sponsor. Hey, we saw your content.
Hmm.
Here, a silver platter. We want to sponsor you. 99% of the times, that does not happen.
Right.
You have to reach out, and you're
Hmm.
basically throwing a dart and hoping it lands on a balloon.
Yeah, it's like
And,
spinning the
and
globe and throwing a dart hoping it lands in
yeah,
land, not
Yep.
in the
and
ocean.
most people don't realize that taking a shot in the wind sometimes it might hit. Like if you email zero people, you're gonna get zero sponsors, zero opportunities. If you
Yeah.
email 100,000 people and you get that one response, you got it.
Bro just said you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
One hundred
He
percent,
just
bro.
expanded
You
that
do though.
quote.
It's the
No, it's not
truth.
wrong.
It
Yeah,
is
you
the
do have to
truth.
take your shots. And like I said, sponsorships have been around for so long, bro. Since I
Hmm.
remember, Minecraft was the first community that I remember joining when I was like 11. Like with the
Dude,
YouTube, the
the
all the
G
content
Fuel,
stuff. G Fuel wasn't even
G
there yet,
Fuel,
but like the Minecraft servers, the Minecraft, how to get Minecraft accounts, fake Minecraft capes, fucking the Minecraft mod, like fake Minecraft mods, all that shit.
dude.
Those sponsors are in every single person's video, and that is just the evolution of content. Like, especially if it becomes a form of income. Like people are
Yeah,
gonna always take that
people.
opportunity. And realistically, to me in my brain, if you aren't taking the opportunity to make your bag, there's something wrong with you. That's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with not taking a sponsor either, because maybe you don't want to work with them.
Without changing your morals.
Yeah,
If you're
without
if,
changing
if you're
more.
like
Let's
that, me though,
so
change
like
for the money.
in terms of travel content, I think Casey Neistat was sponsored by the airline, the like a
Yes, Emirates.
$100,000 airline. Dude, like cooking content. You're sponsored with pans, like
Mhm.
aluminum steel pans.
Little
It's like,
controversial. David Dobrik has made millions of dollars out of SeatGeek. When have you? That
yeah,
man doesn't even go to concerts.
Yeah.
yeah, and it's like, dude, like at the end of the day, you want to make sure you're benefiting off of a sponsor. It goes both ways. You getting a free figure or you getting a free code, it doesn't mean you're getting it. They're getting something out of it too. They're getting
Mhm.
something called advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting their name out there. They're getting their product out there. They're getting anything out there. It's not just like, oh, I'm getting this. No, you're giving something back. And that's where sponsorships can also take advantage of you. Please be careful. Come some sponsorships will just straight up be like, hey, I send you one thing, you have to work with me for the rest of your life now. You got to be careful what you sign as well. Always make sure to read
Oh,
what you're
definitely.
signing, and if you don't like something, don't be forced to sign something or take a deal you don't like. Hey, I think this deal is BS. Give me a bigger budget. Hey, I don't want to do these many videos. Lower it down. Hey, I don't want to mention this and this in my video because that's not my style of video.
Mm-hmm.
It's normal, and it's just it's sponsorships aren't the negative. I think it's just the like it always comes down to the people.
Yep.
The people make it negative.
Yeah.
Um, if you're one of those people that don't uh review stuff honestly, that's on you.
Mhm.
That
Mm-hmm.
that that doesn't fall on any other person but yourself. Then you get what? You get a young impressionable kid or adult being like, you know what? This guy said that this figure was fire. I'm gonna go buy it. Turns out to be bad. Guess what? They won't trust you anymore.
Right.
Then it's all
Yeah.
about trust.
I feel like you can't also like be like, "Wait, you said this in the review. You said this was really good, and then I got it, and then it broke right out of the box." I'm like, "The fuck? I
I mean,
don't
it.
know. That's
You
you."
say that, but it does happen.
Yeah, but
It does
how
happen.
you gonna distrust me for my review? Distrust the company.
Like it happens. Like I said, it's a
I know I would
negative
be
on
mad as
both
hell if
ways.
somebody comes into my hey. I got this figure after your review, and then it broke right out of the box. Why didn't you mention that in your review? Mine didn't break, dude.
Obviously, but like there is certain people that will go out of their way and do that and say it.
I'm gonna
Dude,
respond
I
just like
saw
that.
I saw a review. I saw it was a Peter's late rant video.
Mhm.
And it was the one where he was talking about like, am I overly positive on my figures or whatever like that.
Oh yeah, I saw
And
that one.
yeah, and he was like, it's like if I like it, I'm gonna say that I like it,
Mhm.
you know? And somebody commented that was like, yeah, but then, but people try to recreate your poses and break their figures or whatever. Something like basically like blaming him for their figure breaking. It's like you can't put that on him.
Just
Like
Yeah,
pose better.
you don't know what you're doing.
Put your shit in hot water, buddy.
that just pisses me off. It's just people, and the issue is, it just you can't control the way people will react. You can
Mhm.
only control what you put out. So if you put out slop like, oh yeah, all these people getting sponsors and everything, but I'm the original, I'm the number one. Who are you, bro? Who are you? Like, in all seriousness, congratulations for getting a sponsor.
Mhm.
Congratulations, you put in that hard work and you got recognized. Good, 100%, you deserve that. But don't go to a small page, 1,000 followers, and be like, "Oh, you're some shit." What? Eh, I want to touch on something you said about the person who. I don't want to just make this about JP fans or anything, but she was wrong, and she admitted
Mhm.
a lot of ego, and a lot of people will be like, they will change the subject. What I mean by that is they will put out that negativity or that slop on sponsorships, and then immediately do a 180 and pretend like they've never said what they did
Yeah.
or what they did. And they don't do that because of ego. Instead of admitting they're wrong, and there's nothing wrong with being that you're wrong. They it's just that ego of them being wrong that gets them
Mhm.
into a mentality like, oh damn.
Yeah. Like the way that she handled that whole situation with like the initial video and then the follow-up, I believe her when she says that she made the original video because she thought she was doing the right thing. Like she
Mhm.
thought she was warning people from avoiding uh a bad service.
No, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, of
Um
course.
so I think even though she was wrong in the first video, like I said, I give her a lot of, like you said, like I give her a lot of flowers for following up. Um And I do think, like hers has been saying, the biggest issue with sponsorships are the people that change their views to please the sponsor, or I can also see when people would get upset with the creator getting sponsored when the creator basically changes their content style to only sponsored content. Like, and if you're watching a content creator for certain stuff, like, and they just stop making it because all they're making are sponsored videos, that's definitely disappointing, and I would be upset about that too.
Yeah, that is
So,
annoying.
um, I think those are I think those can be valid complaints. But if you're just, upset because somebody got something you don't have, just shut up.
That's so
Just
What are you
shut up.
doing? Yeah, what are you doing, bro?
that's
Yeah.
so lame. Just log in, bro.
All right. Here's a
um,
list of all the people Steelhead wants to call out that
Yep.
he didn't.
I
All
got
right.
let
them right
me.
here. Hold on.
The first one is Cheevoz. The second one
What?
is hers.
I made
The
one.
third one is hyperbolic
Listen, bro.
flow.
We all
The
have
fifth
the
one
same
is nah,
lightsaber. We can't be mad.
yeah, you know. Oh, dude, that lightsaber was peak. You know, my
I'm
power
so happy I
outage.
got that shit.
I had a power outage and I used it as a light source.
Nice.
Nice.
Let me ask this. Do you guys think maybe there are too many sponsored posts and maybe too many people are getting sponsored?
Hmm.
That is a hard question because
is.
it's like a double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna base this off of my page.
Right.
Yes, like Steel has said, it is annoying when you do reviews and when you do like posing videos, and then all of a sudden, like the next week or two, or even 3 weeks, just straight up sponsor posts. And this has to do with this the way TikTok samples um are structured. They give you a 14-day. They give you a 14-day. They don't give you a longer, but I definitely fall in fault, and I'm gonna call myself out first because I don't want to call out
Done.
anyone else. Um, why did I request 10 items and they approved all 10 of them?
Yes, dude.
That shit
Yeah, and I'm
pisses
like,
me off.
damn,
And then I got
I
spam
gotta
out
make
ad
10.
videos for the
I
next
gotta
2
make
weeks.
10 sponsored posts, and I'm like, fuck.
People about to be
And I'm
mad
like,
as
I feel
hell.
so bad because I'm like, damn, like my audience, they're gonna think I'm a sellout, but my score goes down if I
Mhm.
don't.
I've
And
eventually
I do
stopped.
understand. I
Oh,
understand where that gets annoying, and yes, I have
mhm.
stopped requesting
Yeah.
stuff.
I've
Like
eventually
I'm like,
stopped
no,
requesting stuff that doesn't like have to do with my audience. Like the last
Mhm.
spots, I think the last TikTok shops thing I did was stands, like figure stands.
yeah,
So I was
and
like, all right, that worked,
I
and I sold
do,
a fuck ton of those.
I do get where people are like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you need to chill out. Like
Yeah.
putting sponsor points. Yes, I get that, but at the same time, there's not too many sponsors. I want there to be more, and I want them to sponsor me and everyone else.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think everyone deserves to have the opportunity to
Mhm.
have a sponsorship, because I feel like if you're putting the effort into your content, you should be rewarded for it in some
Right.
way, shape,
Absolutely.
or form. Um, at the same time, to Herz's point, it's like I've got like 5 things, and the longest amount, the last thing, I have 4 days to post. Everything else, I gotta post something today, I gotta post something tomorrow, and that that's my fault. But I don't know.
I've
You
I
just
guess
been.
you feel bad. You feel bad because it's
yeah.
like, damn. That's why I post on my story. Sorry, audience. I'm gonna post. This is
Yeah.
why I like what ICQ does. I'm gonna call him out because he's like one of my closest friends. I love his content.
Mhm.
ICQ, when he knows he's requested way too much, he posts on his story, guys. I am so sorry for the next 5 days. Just bear with me. Let me get these ads out, and everyone understands. Everyone's like, you know what? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes
And,
I'll post on my
and
story, be like, "Oh, this is about to be an ad a week. I'm so
yeah, be like, oh
sorry."
yo, I posted once. I'm like, yo, guys, I'm so sorry. This is gonna be like 7 ads,
So
and then
bad.
I just get them out the way. Boom, we resume to our regular scheduled content.
Yeah.
And I do understand where people can be annoyed. Oh, you just post ads, this and that. Yeah, cause buddy, who doesn't want free shit?
Right.
Like, like I would take 100 Brotar cases right now, or my funny, please,
Mhm.
please.
I
I
just
want
want one
more.
more. I just want one more in the corner to split. That's all I need.
Yeah, and there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. It's just I do understand the audience's side. It can get pretty annoying, but I feel like once they start creating content and get to that point, they're gonna be like, ah, damn,
Okay, I understand. I
I
understand it
understand
now.
it now.
I understand it now. I do wish. Okay, the free sample stuff, I understand. get like free samples. I feel like everybody wants free samples on TikTok, especially as soon as TikTok Shop came in and people were like, "You get shit for free." Everyone wants to taste of the TikTok Shop free samples. I do wish some sponsors were a little bit more. They vetted creators a little bit more, or they had a little bit more. I forgot the word.
Communication,
Non-communication.
opportunity.
Like they picked a higher quality person to
I know
sponsor.
what word you're thinking
I
of.
can't
I also
remember.
don't remember it, but I know what word you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want like if they were to pick someone like
Discerning. They were a little
yeah
more discerning.
with who they
Yep.
picked and like and who they let sponsor and who let represent their name, like who you mentioned earlier in the podcast who talked down on them but eventually went back on them. I feel like they should have never have ever had communications there and been like, yeah, let's get a sponsorship going, like realistically to me. But
I mean, I do think that's your opinion. I do think some people do deserve a second opportunity and everything, depending on what they did. Depending, please do not take that out of context.
it's
I'm
over.
watching the podcast.
It's
It's over
over.
for me.
I
They're
gotta
gonna
edit
take
that
that
part
clip
out.
and they're gonna be like,
Yep,
"Yeah, hers
they're
cancel
about to
hers."
fucking put every single person's profile up right there. Boom,
Yep.
boom, boom,
But
boom.
what's it called? It, I get what you mean. Don't give opportunities to people who are like, "Oh yeah, I'm better than you. This and this. I got a sponsor." But I do think that eventually it does bite them back. It does. It does. If, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in the community, the people that have been complaining the most, they've now settled down. They've settled down. I'm not sure what happened behind the scenes or anything, but they've settled down and stopped posting slop. Sometimes when you post out negativity and everything, the community will fight back, and then that sort of is like a check for you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Hmm.
It's like, oh yeah, imagine if I did that. Oh yeah, sponsorships suck, and then all my sponsors drop me.
Right.
And then I'm like, damn, I should have never done that.
Right. You also can't go complaining about people being sponsored while having sponsors. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, come on. What are we doing?
Dude, who would do such a thing, bro?
I don't know.
I just think
Couldn't be me.
complaining
It
about
is Steelhead.
sponsorships, it's so crazy to me. Like, why are you
Yeah.
worried about somebody else's bag? And realistically, if you don't want to watch the content, just skip over it. There will literally be a video right after the one you're watching.
Same
And there will
shit.
be another video
Same
after
shit.
that one, and there'll be another video after that one. So if you don't want to watch the sponsored video, don't watch it.
Yeah.
Don't go in and be like,
I do get
I
also
wouldn't
being
even-
upset
I wouldn't
about a
I will
certain.
say though, there's only one channel where you can go watch your figure of the day. So hopefully
true.
they never do sponsorships.
Man, he's my favorite content creator. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Me too.
He's such an inspiration to the fake talk community.
Hall of Famer right there.
Yeah, Hall of Fame, dead ass. Like
Hall of
I
Famer
think
right
that
there.
probably might be one of fake talk's top 3 posts.
It's
Like number
it's,
one, we
it's
got the
Steelhead and then him.
no. This is how it goes. This is the top 3 fake talk controversies, and I'm gonna name them. I'm gonna name one,
Let's
and then the
not.
rest.
This is not the episode for TikTok controversy.
The Kyoto controversy, the figure of the day controversy, the sponsorship controversy. Those are the top 3.
What's the Kyoto controversy?
The
I don't even want to talk about that because fuck.
we don't want to speak the name.
No,
and
you know
bring
what? Fuck
back
it.
to-
So
No, I don't want
this has to do
we'll
with
talk about it
sponsorships.
offline.
Shh. No, we're gonna talk about this now.
Yeah, it is
Alright?
related to sponsorships. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, hello. Lethal posted a video not too long ago of him smashing a box. Stop ripping off.
Okay, now I know what you're
Right.
talking about.
But before we get too in the weeds.
Oh yeah, I love
do
Lethal, by the way.
Yeah, I do want to say because I think a lot of it, it got a mind of its own, like all these controversies do, and it got to the point where like people were like, Lethal said that Mess Toys sucks and you shouldn't collect them and you're bad for collecting 'em." All Lethal did was smash the box and say stop
Yeah.
stealing from Kyoto. It was all the people in the comments that were like that were really talking shit that kind of stirred it up more than I think that. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
Sick bastard. He knew what he
To
was
be quite
doing.
honest, it's just the comments. The comments. If you go under that post, Lethal did like a certain comment, and I guess people viewed it as hypocritical.
Mhm.
And I understand you having that opinion as well. What Lethal said was not wrong. Like they did rip off of Kyoto, but when you go out of your way to be like be on the moral high ground while you are being a hypocrite yourself. And that's not to call Lito out or anything. Like I said, I follow him. I love him. And I know there's gonna be people glazing him in the comments. And that's fine. That's your opinion. It's just don't bash somebody for owning a figure they can't afford. You know what I mean?
You, I saw somebody that bought the mess toys, like the Black Shoe Spidey, and then they burnt it, and they said the same thing. Stop ripping off Kyoto, and I was like, what was the point of that? Like, unless you're gonna go into your bank and then do a charge back for that,
right.
they already have the money.
Yeah.
And I
Fans don't
think
care.
I think it did get also fueled by larger creators like Breakaway. When people see like larger creators stand by each other, that really riles up the community. And there's nothing wrong with, like I said, having an own opinion,
Mhm.
but
We gotta
this
make sure
whole thing.
TikTok doesn't turn into a hate mob. That's the
No, yeah,
only
yeah.
problem.
And this whole thing, if you grab the controversy by itself, this whole thing just boils down to sponsorships. At the end of the day, it's a sponsorship. I
Right.
think that Kyoto post was a sponsorship post.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Even if it wasn't like specifically sponsored, they sent him the figure to
yeah.
review.
And there's nothing wrong. Like if you love the figure and everything, that's fine. That is his opinion. But it's just it's crazy how out of hand it got.
Yeah.
Like and of course people like myself and others, we just poke fun at the situation because how stupid it is.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It's like my guy, like you're gonna get so worked up for somebody saying, "Oh, don't buy this figure." What are we doing?
I can't believe I didn't. I did post about that, and I just didn't realize what we were talking about. Like the Kyoto thing just didn't click my head, and I
You
posted
didn't.
about
You
that.
didn't. So you just posted without knowing the context. Get this
I
guy
just couldn't
canceled right
remember
now.
the name. I just couldn't remember the name. I was like, what? Yeah, but I did
Mhm.
post fucking about that. That was
Yeah,
funny.
and
It did
and the
well.
crazy thing about it now is that controversy got so out of hand that if he ever ends up posting a mess toys or just in general talking about it, people will refer back to that box crushing. And I think it's dumb. I think it's dumb. I'm not calling
Yeah.
out any names or anything, but I think it's so stupid how some people really went tooth and nail. It's like, what are we
Right.
doing?
Yeah. Like leave the multi-million-dollar company alone. Like,
Mhm.
dude.
At the end of the day,
There-
even if it's the Mess Toys factory or the Kyoto factory, I don't think you will earn a sponsorship off of defending them.
No, you don't. You want a sponsorship off of your own merit and
Yeah,
like the quality of your work.
yeah, like dude,
Which
like
is like that, which is how Lethal got his. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
don't
He
white
makes
knight.
a really good
oh yeah, he
content.
posts amazing content.
So like,
Him and Cole were like one of the first people I followed on TikTok.
yep.
Oh, she was
So
just sweating. She was like,
what?
"Damn, we gotta edit that whole part out now." Leave
I
it in. We didn't say
I gotta
anything negative
bleep
about
all
him.
the damn names out and shit.
I don't think so.
We didn't
Uh,
talk any garbage about
nah, it's
anyone.
fine.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
But
And if people get mad, I don't care.
yeah, like
I'm saying it's not good.
like
Listen,
what?
at the end of the day, I want like our sponsorships are a problem in the TikTok community.
No,
No.
No. No.
are people the problem in the TikTok community?
Yes.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
is
And that's
there a
every
problem with
community.
dishonesty,
Can people change?
entitlement,
Yes.
poor disclosure, jealousy? There's a problem with that 100%.
And
There could all be
and,
some.
and I think that's when our job comes in.
I'm surprised you do that.
We have to be the best version of ourselves and be proud of everyone who gets a sponsorship. If they do something bad, correct them. Like if you see smaller accounts post slop, or if you see smaller accounts not being honest, just go up to them. There's nothing wrong with it.
Mhm.
I'm not saying you have the authority to do it because you have a larger account. This goes for smaller accounts too. If you guys ever see anyone posting slop or dishonesty, be like, hey man, like what is up with this? There's nothing wrong with checking somebody as long as you do it in a respectful way.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, hey, I noticed you did this and that. Is that true? Don't start an argument.
I think
Just
slop
go
is
up to them.
subjective. I think dishonesty is like the main thing here.
Yeah,
Right.
dishonesty. Yeah, it's just you got to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah, if you ever feel like a
and
creator is being dishonest, you gotta call them out for it because realistically, can't change their morals unless it's me and I start promoting FigCoin. So just leave me alone when
yeah.
that
By the way,
happens.
guys, this is our
And
chance
anyways,
to.
this podcast is brought to you by FigCoin. I
To the
wish
moon.
one day. And honestly, what do you think sponsorships, the sponsors, what do you think they can do to improve the quality of their sponsees? Sponsors?
Um,
For the audio listeners, we're all just
We're
staring
yeah,
all thinking.
intensely at the
yeah.
moon.
Your app isn't frozen. We're just
I
thinking.
I can name a couple things
Hey,
they can do.
your
They
headphones
can
will
monitor
disconnect.
people's account a little bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I do understand the sponsors can't hold every creator on the leash. It's like why
100%.
like you have to have a certain amount of trust
Mm-hmm.
into a creator to actually sponsor them. So just please be observant, and if they ever bring something to your attention, don't be afraid to treat everyone similarly. Like if you have someone you work with for years break the rules, don't let them be the exception. You have to hold everyone accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a couple things. Um, like hold everyone to the same standard.
Mm-hmm.
Which is that sounds like what hers was saying. Um, but also, um, I just lost my second point.
No. Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, I got it
Go
back.
ahead.
I got it back. I
Thank
got
you.
it back. If you are going to have a sponsorship program,
Mm-hmm.
like your company is going to have a sponsorship program where you are sponsoring content creators, you have to do it. You have to make sure that you can do it in a sustainable way. So if you are running a business and you know that you cannot dedicate the manpower to also running these sponsorships, then you either need to hire a team to dedicate to that or you should not be offering sponsorships because not being able to support the creators that you sponsor, it just reflects poorly on you. You know what I mean? And you don't want to give like people empty promises and stuff like that. Now, for bigger companies, that's not as big of an issue, but I feel like for smaller companies that want to get their name out there and sponsor creators, you know, you have to do it in a way that's sustainable. So either you have a very small amount of creators that you're going to sponsor, like maybe only one or two. Or if you want to increase your sponsor base, then you have to have a dedicated team for it. Even if the team is just one other person that deals with your sponsors and is that they're like contact. Um, I think that's what you have to do because the content creators need the support.
Mm-hmm.
And when the content creators get the proper support, that works out better for the sponsor. Um, anyway, and
Yeah,
then
and be straight up with your sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have the money for it, or if you don't have the necessary time, let just a quick text. Hey, that's above my budget. We can't. I won't be able to text you for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Just be aware of that. It's fine.
Or simply be realistic. Because if you feel like you're at the point in a company where you feel like you can start reaching out to content creators and make sure that your company's getting out there and you're sponsoring people, like make sure you really know what sponsoring means. Because
right.
it's a lot more, it takes a lot more dedication than just being like, hey, I'm gonna send you some here. It's not the same.
Yeah, Yeah, sponsorship and a collaboration is completely different
Mhm.
as well. Please be aware of that as well. People think that if you get like one free thing, then never again, that is not a sponsorship. That is a collaboration.
Right.
Um, but make sure you're this goes for both ways. Make sure you as a creator are sending realistic expectations and realistic demands,
Mhm.
and the sponsor as well. Like you can't. Let's put me in Steelhead. Like I said, not to call anyone out. If if me hers request something, let's say from Big Bag Toy Store, I have 7K. Well, no, 6.7 K followers. Steelhead has what 20K. Why would I expect more budget than Steelhead? It
Right.
just doesn't make sense in a business perspective. You're supposed to support the person who has the larger amount. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it just makes sense business wise. You have to be realistic with yourself and understand that as a business, you might not get the support that others will.
Yeah. You need to be realistic. You need to be realistic. Like you need
Yeah,
to like take a good look and be like, damn, all right. They're only offering me $75 because that's what I'm worth. But if you feel like you're worth it more, if you feel like you're worth more, fight for it. 100%.
yeah,
If you
100.
feel like
There's
you are worth more, you know it, you are worth more, fight for it.
there's no
Don't
harm
ever undersell yourself.
in what is it called, counter offering. There's no
Mm-hmm.
wrongs in that, and don't feel offended if you get no. Sometimes a no isn't when it comes to sponsorships,
Mhm.
strictly sponsorships, sometimes them saying no is saying no for right now because
Mhm.
you haven't met demands. And as soon as you get your numbers up, you're right in.
I can attest to that. I can attest to
Mm-hmm.
that. Shout out Dows.
Shout out Dallas, bro. Dallas,
Shout out
you're so
Dows,
mean to
man.
me sometimes, Dallas, but
But
you know
you,
what?
hey, you
I
made me
fuck with
work
you.
hard, man. You made me work hard, man. Listen, I think that's all I gotta say. Is there
I
anything
think
you
we
guys
covered
want
everything, yeah.
anything
Yep.
you guys want to say?
You want to
Um,
shout out any creators? You want to shout out your friends?
Yeah, I'll shout out because we were talking about this before we started recording. There are some people that really deserves the shine.
mhm.
Um, so there's definitely some people I'm gonna shout out. So hold on, hold on a second, let me get
Awesome.
this up here real quick.
Oh yeah, because we're about building a community and everything.
Yeah.
So you know what? Get their names out there. We want to see what
Um,
they do.
let's see here. Let's see here.
We should
All
start
right.
shouting out people at the end of every podcast.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. That'd
We
be
should.
great. So I'm gonna start with Toy Master.
Amazing.
Toymazter. He is criminally underrated. Like he posts up amazing content. John the Collector,
Amazing.
amazing
John is
stuff.
awesome.
Like it's
Toy Master is
his
awesome.
yeah, his stuff is beautiful. I love it so much. Let's see. I'm just gonna be going. I'm just gonna be going. All
Yeah,
right, let's
just
see.
just go.
All right, so let's see. I was like, all right, Trippy figures. Trippy is awesome. He makes I love his reviews. Like he makes really good stuff. Hyperbolic Pose Flow, also great creator. Kenny the Collector. Um
Shout out
Kenny the Collector is
Kenny.
like one of my day ones. I would shout out DH Figures Arts, but he stole from me, so
Cancel
Oh, we can cut
DH
that bit
figure
out.
arts. You gotta cancel
DH
DH
Figure
figure
Arts
arts. Yeah.
DH Figure Arts is awesome. HS Fig Arts is also awesome. He makes like a lot of Dragon Ball content. Speaking of Dragon Ball content, NLP, he just changed his name to NL Peak, but his stuff is great. I'm actually stealing one of his kit bashes because it's like the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't even get.
Lower your brightness.
Oh yeah, let's
I learned that trick from Cheevoz. Oh, that is cool.
Oh, that looks nice.
look
I
at
don't know.
that.
Is that
That
future
Yeah,
looks
Beast
that's
Gohan?
so.
sick.
Yes, dude. It looks so cool. I messaged him. I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna steal this, by the way. I just want you to know that."
I'll take it that.
This is awesome. It looks so cool. So NL Peak is awesome. Um, let me see.
You got anyone hers?
No, I don't like anyone in your community.
Damn, not a single person.
Nope.
Offshore
Damn,
figures.
son.
Offshore
Offshore is
figures.
amazing. You're
Options,
you're taking
engagement.
all our shout outs away for future for future episodes.
Okay, all right, I'm done. I'm done. That's it.
We will tag those creators, and like we're gonna do something called like Steelhead shoutouts. We're gonna tag you guys. Um,
Hey, I don't
you know,
do that anymore.
hey,
So
Steelhead shoutouts is my original creation, bro.
yeah,
But yeah, I think we
Yeah, you-
discussed the positives and the negatives in our community. I think we just needed to talk about it in our
Mhm.
opinions. If you disagree with our opinions, that's fine.
Um,
We're people. We
100%.
can disagree, but we just know that we're right.
we're right and you're
You're
wrong. And if
wrong.
you disagree, put it in the comments, and we're gonna fight you.
And then
Yo,
you can
Steelhead,
argue with the
can you do
wall.
me a favor before we sign out?
Yeah.
Can you say the Marvel Rivals tournament is live?
Oh yeah. How do you want me to? How do you want me to say it?
Like kind of cinematic. The Marvel Rivals tournament is live.
Okay.
The
No, wait, no.
applications- the applications
say
for the
this.
Marvel
Say
Rivals
this.
tournaments are live.
Say this. The applications are live. Just say it like that.
The applications.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The applications are wait. The application is live.
The application is live. The application is live. All right. The application is live.
Thank you.
That good?
I like.
We're gonna use
That's
that
good.
voice audio clip.
Might have to make Steel a commentator for the tournament.
You know what?
The
I'm so
application
down with
is
him.
live.
I'm so down with
we
still
do-
being a commentator.
We would need one more. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, still.
Another commentator?
Will you potentially like to be a commentator on an event?
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll talk about it more,
We'll talk
guys.
about it.
Pencil
Guys,
me in.
Guys, I'm letting you guys know this Rivals tournament is gonna be pretty insane. I'm gonna leak some information out. We're not supposed to really share something out, but I'm not gonna mention any names. But we have 2 sponsors already lined up. There's 2 more we're meeting with, and I pray, and potentially hope they get on. But once they're on, we're gonna go full steam ahead.
Realistically,
exciting,
if this
boys.
podcast goes live and you're hearing this part, we should be good,
Dude, get excited.
The
Get
best thing
excited.
about if I become a commentator for the Marvel Rivals tournament is I know nothing about Marvel Rivals.
Oh,
I
it's gonna
think
be
that's
amazing.
what's gonna
You'll
make
be
it
like,
fun.
what's going on the screen? Is that Adam Warlock? What's he doing?
Why does Captain America got his dick out?
But oh yeah, for those who are watching, for those who are listening, yeah, Captain America did come by and pull his dick out.
Yeah,
he did.
So
it was
He did.
right by me.
it was really big.
It was.
You guys should watch the
And
podcast so you guys can understand the
on
context.
YouTube.
Yep.
But I think that's it. Steel, thank you again for joining us and again being our first
Thank you for having me.
returning guest, which is amazing.
Hell yeah.
Herz,
Honor.
go again. Where can we find you? Go ahead and list of all your socials.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
No, sorry.
Okay, so TikTok Steelhead or Steelhead Collects is my
Mhm.
actual at. Instagram is the same, Steelhead Collects, and on YouTube, hold on, I have a YouTube, but I barely use it, but I still have it. So let me see what my username actually is. It's Steelhead Collects on YouTube. So Steelhead
Nice.
Collects across TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. You can find me there. I am most active on TikTok though.
Of course, go follow that majestic human being. We love him. He's one of our best friends. And you know what, guys? I'm gonna sign us off. Thank you guys so much for watching the podcast. Please make sure to like, follow, and subscribe on every platform because this will be the account where we share our news. And guys, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Have a great weekend, guys.
Bye.